Hey everyone, it's Alex. So people often hit me up saying, Alex, let's be real, not everyone's cut out to be a trailblazer. The world needs ditch diggers too, right? And you know what? There's truth to that, absolutely. But today, let's dig into why so many genuinely talented people end up just treading water. Why they live lives firmly planted in the comfortable middle. I was at this big tech conference in Lisbon last year. Hundreds of startup pitches, workshops on goal setting, and it struck me how similar asterisk everyone's aspirations sounded. The same metrics of success, the same disruptive ideas that felt vaguely familiar, the same exit strategies. Everyone chasing a slightly different version of the same pre-approved dream. And the hard reality is, for the vast majority, those dreams stay confined to PowerPoint slides. So in this video, I want to break down what I call the asterisk gravitational pull of the average asterisk. How it works, why it's so powerful, and how you might actually asterisk defy asterisk it. Because if you understand this, you've got a fighting chance to break orbit and achieve something truly exceptional. Stick with me. It really starts with a basic principle you see everywhere, the curve of normality, the good old bell curve. It governs so much in nature and society. Take any large population and most will bunch up right in the middle. Think back to school grading systems, often designed so most students land in the B or C range, regardless of absolute knowledge. It's relative performance. The world operates like this more often than we admit. People, their skills, their income, their impact, they tend to follow this curve. And way out on the edges in that thin tail, that's where the outliers live, the asterisk top few percent. You see it in creative fields, scientific impact, wealth creation. Heck, studies on dating apps show a small percentage of users get the vast majority of interactions. It feels unbalanced because, well, it is. In business, a handful of companies capture most of the market value. In creative pursuits, think about how few artists truly break through globally. When I won that big international coding competition years ago, the attention I got was asterisk massively disproportionate compared to the person who came second, even though their work was brilliant too. The winner often takes almost asterisk everything. My point is, playing it safe in the middle rarely leads to breakthroughs. To make a significant impact, you often need to find your unique edge and push towards the extremes of excellence in that specific area. Okay, the second major factor. Your own mind is often steering you away from exceptional. We tell ourselves we want growth, impact, fulfillment, but our brain evolved for survival in a different world. Its default settings often conflict with modern ambitions. Imagine you're trying to navigate a complex maze, but your internal compass is constantly trying to pull you back to the starting point because it feels safer. Here are a few mental features that keep us grounded. 1. The comparison trap. This is deeply ingrained. We constantly measure ourselves against others. It's evolutionary baggage. Difference can unconsciously register as danger. Think about how society often subtly encourages fitting in. Anytime you step outside the expected norms, you feel that internal and sometimes external pressure to conform. The countermove, you can't switch off comparison, but you can asterisk consciously curate your inputs. Who are you measuring yourself against? You drift towards the average of your peer group and information diet. Choose wisely. Surround yourself with inspiration. That's why I run the private community I often mention, to foster that upward pull. 2. Fear goggles and certainty addiction. We're programmed to magnify potential risks and overlook potential upsides. This leads directly to asterisk paralyzing perfectionism and fear of failure. We crave certainty before taking action. Will this product launch succeed? Is this book guaranteed to sell? But innovation doesn't come with guarantees. It requires asterisk experimentation. Expecting a 90% failure rate on new initiatives isn't pessimism, it's often realism. You need to test, learn, adapt. Seeking certainty is a recipe for staying stuck exactly where you are. 3. The path of least resistance. Our brains are energy misers. They prefer comfort, pleasure, and avoiding cognitive strain. That's why passively scrolling entertainment is so much easier than engaging in deep learning or focused work. What's your go-to procrastination source versus your go-to learning source? We operate on these mental shortcuts, these cognitive biases all the time. Your rational mind might set a goal, but your lizard brain seeking comfort often dictates your actions. The good news. You can learn to negotiate with it, even outsmart it. The third major force, the anchor of expectations from others. How often do well-meaning friends or family tell you things like, "Don't change, we love you just as you are"? It comes from a good place, but for someone striving for growth, it can feel like an anchor. People generally prefer predictability. They're comfortable with the you they know. Someone drastically changing, pursuing huge goals that might shift dynamics, that can be unconsciously threatening to their equilibrium. The influence of our social environment is profound. This is why the whole pay for a network idea can be misleading. It's not about buying access, it's about earning your place through contribution. What unique value, what bold project, what unwavering commitment do you bring? There are no escalators to success. You build your own staircase step by step through the value you create and the problems you solve. I found that launching a difficult nonprofit project, something totally outside my usual sphere, opened more doors than anything else, precisely because it demonstrated commitment to something bigger than myself. Your mission makes you magnetic. And the fourth, perhaps the most critical factor, the action gap. Simply put, people don't consistently do the things required to achieve the results they claim to want. There's a huge chasm between intention and execution. My secret weapon, if I have one, it's just boring consistency, doing the work especially when I don't feel like it. It sounds simple, but it's astonishingly uncommon. The ability to execute consistently is perhaps the rarest skill. You can analyze motivations forever, but ultimately, behavior tells the story. We all know someone who talks a big game but whose daily actions don't align. I remember needing critical input from a very successful founder once. The only time she could make was a late-night call on a Sunday. Another time, a mentor finalized a crucial deal while supposedly on a remote, disconnected vacation. Is that balanced? Probably not. Is it normal? No. But that level of abnormal dedication often fuels abnormal results. These high achievers frequently have extreme traits, extreme focus. There are often significant trade-offs in other areas of their lives. It's not always pretty, but it's often part of the price of extreme impact. So these forces, our brain's defaults, social gravity, the action gap, create a powerful current pulling us towards the comfortable middle. Just drifting along almost guarantees average outcomes. You can fight the current. We all have moments of clarity, moments we know what truly matters. The key is to redesign your environment and mindset to make doing the right things easier and the wrong things harder. Leverage your own psychology instead of fighting it. 2 catalysts I've found incredibly powerful. 1. Mortality awareness. Facing the finite nature of time is a potent fuel. It sounds heavy, but it cuts through trivialities like nothing else. Maybe it's a health scare, losing someone close, or even just a profound moment realizing how fast time slips away. That near-miss accident I had last year, it instantly reprioritized everything. It forces you to ask, am I spending my limited days on what truly matters? People deeply engaged in creating legacies often operate with this heightened sense of urgency. 2. A driving purpose or passion. The counterpoint to fear is deep-seated purpose. Call it passion, call it love, call it a mission. When you find something you care about so deeply that not working on it feels wrong, when your goals align with your core values, that generates immense energy. It's the force that allows you to push through obstacles, resist distractions, and overcome the inertia of mediocrity. The world around us is noisy. full of systems designed to keep us consuming, distracted, and compliant. Only powerful internal drivers like facing mortality or embracing a profound purpose can give you the strength to navigate your own course. This is the philosophy behind the immersive Apex journeys I led. The idea is to deliberately break routines, get into challenging, awe-inspiring environments. Think trekking Patagonia, exploring the Silk Road, navigating Iceland's highlands, alongside a curated group of equally driven individuals. It's about creating peak experiences, forging deep connections, and rewiring your perspective to make exceptional feel possible. It's about building the mental and emotional resilience to defy the pull of the average. Thanks for tuning in. Question the defaults, choose your trajectory, don't just settle, go make your dent in the universe.